What is up, you guys? Master Cars Review here, and today I'm at Volvo Lebanon. Check out the facelifted 2020 XC90 R-Design here in hybrid form. Now, after finishing this video, you'll learn everything you need to know about the XC90 and why it's a very, very special vehicle. Let's get right into it. Volvo Lebanon have kindly offered me to check out their very nicely spec'd XC90 for you guys today. The second gen XC90 has been around since 2015 and all the while appreciated for its fancy cabin and safety equipment, all wrapped up in a timeless design. To kick things off, here's a reference of all XC90 variants available with their engine options, which we'll be discussing later in the video. Starting price is just under 50,000 in the US and around 90 grand in Lebanon. This loaded R-Design will set you back $140,000. Alright, so sitting down in the XC90, first of all, you smell this lovely leather seats that you get with the nice nubuck textile accents in the middle. They're very comfortable seats, by the way, very supportive with white accents on this R-Design example over here. And of course, as all Volvos, you have this Swedish flag on the seats. And looking at the way the whole cabin is designed, it's a very premium feel cabin, obviously. You have big displays, standard on all XC90s. You have a digital instrument cluster, as well as a 9-inch touchscreen over here, which is of very high quality. We saw this same screen on the XC40 we reviewed quite a few months ago. You guys might remember that. And I mean, I love this system. It's very easy to use, very high quality. And then below that you have physical buttons for the volume knob, hazards, and few climate control buttons, but that's basically it actually. You have no physical buttons on the center of the dashboard. Now the XC90 is offered in 3 trim levels: Momentum, R-Design and Inscription. The R-Design is the sportier of the two, and you have this sporty steering wheel with the R-Design emblem down below. You have aluminum paddle shifters behind that, which are of very high quality. I really like having those. And of course, white stitchings all around. And by the way, the shift-by-wire gear shifter is also finished in white stitchings and all around the center console. You know, it's something standard for the R-Design. And also what's cool on the R-Design are those carbon fiber accents that you get all around. You can get it with an aluminum finish, but I mean, this carbon fiber looks more special and it looks really sporty in here. Volvo's interior is truly a benchmark when it comes to minimalist luxury. Even though the interior is almost 5 years old, it doesn't feel at all out of date, but quite the contrary. The 12.3-inch driver display is standard and offers enough functionality and customization to please most users. The tablet-like layout of the touchscreen is intuitive and easy to use. The leather-wrapped shift-by-wire gear selector is T8 exclusive, while other non-electric versions get the traditional gear shifter. Only the top-of-the-line Inscription gets a crystal glass gear selector. The panoramic sunroof is optional, as well as the illuminated door sills and the 360-degree camera, which matches 4 different angles. And adding 19 Bowers & Wilkins speakers, you'll be in for an exciting premium experience. It's what the XC90 is all about. The Volvo XC90 comes standard with a hands-free power liftgate and offers a decent amount of cargo space to beat the X5, GLE and Q7. With air suspension, you can lower the bag by 50mm to easily lift heavy items into the trunk. Maximum cargo area is a massive 2,426 liters when all the rear seats are folded. I actually found it surprisingly easy to get into the third row seats thanks to the sliding middle ones, but I reckon it'll more likely be used for smaller children. Rear occupants also get the lovely leather seats, as well as a storage area, cup holders and air vents to sit comfortably. Alright, so jumping into the back seat of the XC90, first of all, you have plenty of space. I'm 185 centimeters and legroom is plenty. Headroom is also pretty good. You can of course adjust the seats, move them forward like that, or move them to the back. And of course you can recline them. Let me see if I can reach that. So yeah, I mean, it's a very comfortable sitting, by the way. Well, you can adjust the climate control using this touchscreen over here in the back, which is very helpful, obviously. And you have a 12-volt power outlet with 2 small air vents. But again, you have this leather armrest over here with 2 cup holders. So it's a very, very comfortable place to be in. Volvo offers you the choice of 3 engine options, namely T5, T6 and T8. The base T5, either available in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, comes with a 2-liter Turbo 4 with 250 horsepower. The all-wheel drive only T6 gets the same engine but with an added supercharger, making 316 horsepower. The twin-engine plug-in hybrid T8 gets the same supercharged and turbocharged 4-cylinder of the T6 powering the front wheels and a rear electric motor powering the rear wheels. This makes for a combined power output of 407 horsepower and 640 Nm of torque. All XC90s come with an 8-speed automatic transmission. The 11.6 kWh battery driving the electric motor in the T8 XC90 is mainly charged with a charging cable. and ideally takes 3 hours to fully charge, but the battery can also be charged through regenerative braking and through the engine itself. Some people also prefer driving in B mode, whereby the car brakes using its electric motor when releasing the accelerator, creating additional charge for the battery. You might have also seen the B badge that Volvo will be using on its new cars to represent its mildly hybridized vehicles. The difference between our hybrid and future mild hybrids is that the full hybrid vehicles can be operated only by the electric motor, while mild hybrids simply give the combustion engine a boost and cannot offer an all-electric propulsion. Alright, so cool things I wanted to show you guys in the XC90. First of all, this nice carbon fiber trim that you have. Jumping into the XC90, to turn on the car, simply put your foot on the brake and just turn on this. And because it's a hybrid, the car is now on. Now, if you'd like to turn on the engine, you simply press this. I was going to show you this, and you simply scroll up and down. If we go to power, it's going to turn on the engine. So yeah, that's cool. Let's just turn off the car. If we want to open up the glove box, you have this button over here, and it comes with it this cool box. Actually, it comes with the key, and then also you have this wiping cloth for the screen, because it attracts a lot of fingerprints. So that's cool that Volvo gives you this cloth, and this is quite cool. So let's close that up. And overall, look at this beautiful material with the white stitchings all around. I mean, this is a premium SUV, and it gets all the features that you would expect in high-end cars. And would you look at those beautiful seats, very comfortable actually. Safety is something you have to talk about when it comes to Volvo. Their goal to make the safest family car is always the utmost priority, and the XC90 is the epitome of that dedication. Its Euro NCAP 5-star rating is a clear indication of that. You might have heard about Volvo's class-leading IntelliSafe system that's standard on all new Volvos and includes lane keeping aids, oncoming lane mitigation, and others. IntelliSafe Assist is standard on the XC90, featuring the semi-autonomous pilot assist and adaptive cruise control. If you want an extra pair of eyes, Volvo offers IntelliSafe Surround, which includes blind spot information, rear collision warning, and many others. You can as well option your XC90 with strong laminated glass instead of tempered glass to keep unwanted visits away. I found this really interesting fact sheet about Volvo's safety tech, which I'll link to in the description, as well as a full report of Euro NCAP crash tests. Now, taking an exterior walk around of the XC90 we have here, it's in a bursting blue color. I honestly love it with the black accents that you get. For this subtle facelift of this generation, you have black accents instead of silver, and you have a redesigned front bumper. It's more aggressive on here. I really like the way it looks. It's done on the bottom, and of course you have a slightly redesigned emblem with the camera over here. It's really nice design, and coming on, the headlights are still the same on here, Thor's hammer headlights, and you can see a lot of details inside the headlights. Looking at the black accents that you have with the big black mirrors over here, I really like the black transition from the previous model. And of course, because this is a plug-in hybrid, you can charge the car from here. You can open it, have the nice lights, which is cool. Alright, so taking a look at the back, well, also it's basically the same car for 2020. You have a subtle design over here for the rear, kind of a diffuser with two exhaust tips over here. But I mean, for the untrained eye, this is the same car we had before, nothing new about it. I still really love those big LED taillights they get on the rear. I mean, the XC90 has aged really well. You can't imagine the car came out like almost 5 years ago, and now we have it here with a very subtle refreshment for 2020, because I mean, the car doesn't need much refreshment. It still looks really good. Big thumbs up for the design. Volvo hasn't played much with the XC90's winning looks, but rather refined it for 2020. The LED headlights are now standard, as opposed to before, and you can get them with adaptive lights. The R-Design receives a nice improvement towards the bottom and switches last year's satin silver for this glossy black to easily differentiate it. The base momentum gets 19-inch alloy wheels, and you can get 22s on all trim levels. I realized something the other day concerning Volvo owners. They seem to know everything about the brand and its other models, which isn't always the case with other manufacturers. Volvo is there for the people who are sick of the usual Germans and want to go for something different, but still get the premium experience. For some, Volvo is there to fill the gap, but look deep into the brand and you'll see that it's not a gap at all, but a whole other level of car manufacturing. The attention to detail and funkiness I've seen from the XC40 and this XC90 is a niche of itself that only Volvo can make because of its exclusiveness. However, this exclusiveness contradictorily comes in at a lower price. When you think about it, Volvo seems to be the most responsible choice for your next luxury SUV. It's no surprise that the XC90 is the one that set Volvo high among other premium brands, with a solid foundation of making it the safest family car you can buy. Once this reputation set, it's just a matter of modernizing the looks of models and you've got yourself a winning recipe. So guys, I guess that's gonna be it for the XC90. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for plenty of more reviews to come. Thank you Volvo Lebanon for having us. I'm gonna be posting also pictures of the XC90 and a full review article on the website mastercarsreview.com. Till then, take care everybody. See you soon.